What's up, guys? This is Webby back again for your Monday Night Raw review for February 20th, 2017. Raw tonight was a waste of time for the majority of the night. It was a complete waste. It sucked. It had absolute no direction. It was just boredom. The fact that they would stick Braun Strowman versus it's the Big Show in the main event says it all. I can't believe they would actually stick that matchup dead last. That says it all. Braun Strowman absolutely wiping out the Big Show. No surprise, but whatever. Who cares about that encounter? I didn't, and I know none of you did, because it had the Big Show in it. Simple as that. As far as the rest of the show is concerned, we got to see Roman Reigns bury the tag team champions once again tonight. Roman Reigns took the steel chair and waylaid the tag team champions, spear Carl Anderson, and give Luke Gallows a Superman punch. That's how that handicap contest pretty much was. The New Day versus Jinder Mahal and Rusev. Does anybody care about this tag team matchup? No, not really. Started the show off pretty good. Kevin Owens in the ring. It was a dark segment. He was by himself, describing, telling everybody what he's going to do to Goldberg at Fastlane, saying that he's not impressed with Goldberg, saying that he wasn't impressed with Goldberg in WCW, saying that he's going to be prepared for Goldberg at Fastlane and that he's going to retain his Universal Championship and go on to WrestleMania still the Universal Champion. So that was a pretty good segment. We have number one contenders for the tag team champions at Fastlane, and their names are Enzo and Cass. Pretty good tag team contest to open up the show on Monday Night Raw. Not going to crap all over that contest. They had a tag matchup against Cesaro and Sheamus. Enzo and Cass pick up the victory. Pretty good matchup. Roman Reigns wants Braun Strowman, and then the tag team champions say they have unfinished business with them, and the handicap matchup is made. Akira Tozawa versus Brian Kendrick. This matchup never really took place because Brian Kendrick attacked Akira Tozawa. Pretty much this was all taking place because Akira Tozawa showed Brian Kendrick disrespect at the very beginning. Didn't really want to shake his hand, and Brian Kendrick got really offended by this. Jack Gallagher and Neville had a contract signing for their Cruiserweight Championship matchup at Fastlane. This was pretty entertaining. I'm not going to gripe too much about this. Jack Gallagher saying that he's going to take the championship, saying that he's a gentleman. Neville playing it up, bad guy, saying that he's just acting like this, and saying that Jack Gallagher needs to be more serious. And Neville saying he's going to wipe the floor with him come Fastlane. But Jack Gallagher gives Neville one of his famous headbutts, and Neville goes flying outside the ring. So can't wait to see what happens with this come Fastlane. Should be very interesting. Bayley and Stephanie have a segment. Bayley's supposed to relinquish her women's championship because of the controversy revolving around her winning it last week. As we all know, last week Sasha Banks helped her win when Sasha took the crutch and hit Charlotte in the chest, and then Bayley to belly for the 1-2-3 in the main event of Raw last week. Bayley was talking about everything she did to become women's champion growing up as a kid. That's how the segment started. Next thing you know, Stephanie comes out. Cringe-worthy. Boredom every time she comes. And saying that this isn't the way you're supposed to win championships. You need to do the right thing and relinquish the title. Hand the title over. And next thing you know, Sasha Banks comes out. And Sasha is trying to convince Bayley not to do this, to hold on to your championship. Don't relinquish it. Don't give it back to Stephanie. Stephanie has her mean look that she always has, that real heel persona. And next thing you know, Bayley says, hold on a minute. Stephanie's right. It's not the way you're supposed to win a championship. However, I am not relinquishing my women's championship tonight on Monday Night Raw. I've beaten Charlotte 3 times, and I'm not relinquishing it. I've worked really hard to become women's champion. So that's how that segment took place. Next thing you know, Charlotte comes out. And if we've heard one Charlotte promo, then we've heard them all. Because Charlotte says she's going to win back her women's championship at Fastlane, which she will, and then she'll drop it at WrestleMania. Because that's when Bayley will have her big moment, and she will regain the women's championship. So, that's how this segment happened, and Sasha Banks and Charlotte had a matchup tonight in which Sasha Banks picked up the victory. What I've noticed about Charlotte is she looks very weak on Monday Night Raw each and every week, and then come pay-per-view, she is just so awesome. So that streak continues tonight. Diamond Dallas Page is in the Hall of Fame. He is the next inductee to go into the class of 2017. Congratulations, DDP. You deserve it. All your contributions that you have made to the wrestling business, in WCW, your rivalries with the NWO, Goldberg, World Champion, what you're doing now with DDP Yoga, all the wrestlers you're helping now, you deserve the WWE Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Diamond Dallas Page. Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. Kevin Owens picks up the victory. Not really even a matchup. Samoa Joe, when Sami Zayn was coming out, attacked Sami Zayn from behind. Really like what Samoa Joe's doing here, being this hitman-like character, destroying Sami Zayn, waffling Sami Zayn into the turnbuckle post on the outside, 3, 4 times, then rolling him into the ring. Pop-up power bomb. 1, 2, 3. It's pretty much how the match happened. Kevin Owens looking strong on this episode of Monday Night Raw, which he needs to on his way to his matchup against Goldberg. Another thing that looked, I really liked what they did tonight was how they showed Brock Lesnar in his promo. Brock Lesnar looked very angry and devastating and really irritated tonight because he was supposed to have an interview talking about what's going to happen at Fastlane and what it can do to his matchup at WrestleMania. And Michael Cole was supposed to give the interview. Of course, it never happens every time there is a backstage interview with Brock Lesnar. Paul Heyman interrupts and takes over. Next thing you know, Brock Lesnar takes the chair and gets right in the camera's face. Really like the intensity that Brock Lesnar is showing in this interview. And Paul Heyman, this athlete, puts it, he's going to conquer Goldberg and the Universal Championship at WrestleMania because he thinks that Goldberg's going to walk out with the Universal title at Fastlane. So that's pretty much Monday Night Raw tonight. We had the main event, which was The Big Show and Braun Strowman. Something nobody cared about at all. Not real exciting. Honestly, I'm looking way more forward to what's going to happen tomorrow night when we have that huge battle royal and we're going to see more than likely Luke Harper win that battle royal and the Wyatt family are going to be in the main event for SmackDown's WWE Championship matchup on WrestleMania. Going to be real exciting to see that. But this edition of Monday Night Raw, nothing too big or extravaganza to get behind. Pretty predictable. Didn't see Chris Jericho. He's still absent from the beatdown that Kevin Owens gave him last week. Didn't see nothing of him this week. And no explanation why Kevin Owens gave him the beatdown last week. So still have to tune in to see why he did that as well. So that's Monday Night Raw tonight. Tune in tomorrow night for my SmackDown Live review. Until I see you then, this is Webby, and I will catch you on the other side. Talk to you later.